We were climbing up the highest part of the Chernobyl zone. I was carrying a flag on my back, which sometimes scraped the rails of the stairs. The banner was red, but it had nothing to do with the ideology. At that time, we didn't know any other banners except red. We were dragging it at the top in the honor and for the memory of those who had finished today this inhumanely difficult and deadly dangerous work.
In the pages of history, there are stories that stand as examples of human resilience and courage. The Chernobyl disaster, the worst nuclear accident in history, unleashed a crisis that required extraordinary individuals to step up. These individuals became known as liquidators. Their journey through adversity, courage and selflessness remains as an indelible chapter in the history of human triumph. The aftermath of the Chernobyl catastrophe required an immense cleanup operation, one that extended far beyond the capabilities of any ordinary response. Those who volunteered for this perilous task became the liquidators, a diverse group ranging from power plant personnel and firefighters to military officers and even ordinary civilians. They ventured into the contaminated zones between 1986 and 1989, confronting the face of danger to mitigate the disaster's far-reaching consequences. Covered in makeshift protective gear created from the leftover scrap lead in the area, these heroes embarked on an incredibly dangerous mission. They had to remove the leftover radioactive fuel scattered over the Unit 3 roof. The same fuel that was so radioactive it fried the robots that were tasked with the same job. West Germany sent the USSR a robot called Joker. Joker was a large bulldozer-esque robot developed in 1976. Its thick protection on the front and sides led to it being able to resist radiation from the debris it was pushing, but graphite had mixed in with the burning bitumen on the roof during the fires caused by the initial explosion, which caused the circuits located at the bottom of Joker's chassis to become fried, leading to its death. Joker remains in the vehicle graveyard at the Chernobyl site to this day. When Joker failed, the Soviets decided they had one last option: biorobots. They would send men onto the radioactive roofs nicknamed by General Tarakanov Nina, Katya, and Masha. Masha caused the most concern. Her radiation levels were 13,000 Roentgen an hour. 5 minutes on the roof would cause you to receive a lethal dose. 3,000 men were sent onto Masha. Each were given 90 seconds in order to pick up as much radioactive material as they could with shovels and throw them into the reactor through the hole caused by the 1,000-ton concrete slab on top of the core itself being sent clean through the roof, and then they quickly would have to run away to safety. The amount of radiation they would have received in those 90 seconds is put in perspective in this short video. This shows the real-time dose one of the liquidators on the roof would have experienced over the span of the 90 seconds. Photographer Igor Kostin immortalized the efforts and sacrifices of liquidators atop Masha. The ominous white streaks below them was due to the radiation's presence distorting and damaging the film. These courageous souls, driven by duty and an unwavering sense of responsibility, unwittingly etched their legacy into history. The term liquidator finds its roots in the Russian word likvidator, reflecting the mission to eliminate the accident's consequences. The cleanup process was as arduous as it was perilous, a testament to their determination in the face of unprecedented challenges. A lot of the men were tasked with cutting down the dead radioactive trees of the Red Forest to washing down the derelict buildings of Pripyat. Once all the dust and debris was on the ground, they had to dig up 100,000 square meters of topsoil to a depth of 10 to 15 centimeters and bury it in trenches covered with sand. This reduced the contamination by a factor of 10. One thing cannot be glossed over though. Some of the men and women responsible for tackling the aftermath of Chernobyl paid the ultimate price. The people on scene that day, the firefighters, reactor staff and even a security guard. 31 of them perished as a result of the radiation they were exposed to. Their deaths were slow, agonizing and disturbing. I will spare you the details out of respect for these victims, but I assure you it is not pretty. Perhaps one day I will make a video on going over the treatment and efforts to save their lives. I just haven't decided if it is the moral thing to do. Estimating the precise number of liquidators who died as a result of their work and exposure proves a challenge, with figures ranging from hundreds of thousands to nearly 1 million. Yet the true count may forever remain a mystery. But one thing is for sure, it was an astronomical amount. The toll on their health was immense, with many liquidators enduring long-term health issues due to radiation exposure. While the exact count remains debated, their unwavering bravery is not. These individuals stood on the front lines, often without proper protection, to safeguard their nation and the world. The stories of liquidators endure as a symbol of human strength. They were not merely cleaning up a disaster, they were etching history. Monuments dedicated to their sacrifice stand as solemn reminders of their courage, resilience, and selflessness that defined their actions. The legacy of the liquidators lives on as a beacon of hope, bravery, and unity amid darkness. Their actions continue to inspire generations, reminding us that ordinary individuals can rise to the challenge, even amidst the direst of circumstances. These heroes forever etched their names in history, embodying the spirit of humanity's unwavering resilience and sacrifice. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, I hope to see you in the next. Until then, I hope you have a good day, and goodbye.